Hey guys, this is Varun Manik, and this is the second lecture of the VPC. So in the lecture one, we have completed the 12 step. We have launched the EC2 in a private subnet and access each and everything. So in this step, in this session, we're gonna learn about the DNS resolution in the VPC as well as cleanup of the VPC. So without making any delay, let's move to the hands-on, and I'm here on my VPC section. Okay, so let me zoom it. So here in the, if I can press Control 1, I can be directly moved to this and the first tab of my Chrome. Then Control 2, I can see the EC2 instance right now. And the instance what I have created public VM, you can see there is a no public DNS name over here, right? I can see the private DNS name, but there is a no public DNS name. But the machine which I have already launched in my default VPC, I can see the DNS name. So how we can bring this DNS name in our custom VPC? So let's see that. Go to the Control 3, the tab number 3. Go to your VPC here. Now you can see there is a two VPC. One is a default VPC and another one newly created Money Cloud VPC. Go to the action and then go to the DNS resolution. It's already enabled. So we have to change the go back to the action again and DNS host name. Now it is disabled right now. So we have to enable it. Once we enable this DNS host name and save this one, close this one, again come back to the EC2 section, choose my public VM and then refresh it from here. I can see this DNS name is available right now. So this is how you can bring the DNS name of your machine after enabling the host name from your VPC, right? So again, go to the action and choose this one. So let's see right now the second portion of this section, and the last portion of this VPC is clean up the VPC resources. So come back again. Now, if I can directly click on the action and try to delete this Money Cloud VPC, it will say that unable to delete the VPC. Why? Because these two instances are running in this VPC. First of all, I need to delete the VPC, delete these instances. Then these ENI, which is network interface card, ENI, that means Elastic Network Interface, that is called as a network interface card in AWS. And so we have to delete this ENIs from our subnet and then try to delete the subnet. So it's a step-by-step deletion. So we will go step by step and see where and which things we need to delete it, right? So first of all, I'll make some mistake intentionally, and after that you can see how we gonna how we gonna revoke our mistake and make it correct deletion. So let's try to delete the subnet also, and we will get definitely we will get some error over here. Okay, so if you want to delete this one, again it says that this subnet cannot be deleted, this instance IDs are running over there. So first of all, let's go to the EC2 and try to delete the VPC. Okay, so I'm pressing Control 2 and try to delete the instances. So go to the action, instance, stop or terminate. So I can terminate this one. So by this, both EC2 machine are shutting down and they are terminating. And I have created one Elastic IP. So let's go and delete that Elastic IP also. So I'm not sure like which Elastic IP is for my NAT gateway and which one is for my machine. So just Let's figure it out one more time. Go to your instance, or let me show you one more thing, because that is also one of the important aspects for the deletion. So again, choose your elastic IP, and if it is attached to any machine or ENI, it could not be deleted. So if this elastic IP belongs to your NAT gateway, you cannot able to release this elastic IP. See, you do not have permission to access the specified resource. Then try this one. Now it is deleted. That means that one belongs to our EC2, and this 113 elastic IP belongs to our NAT gateway. So again, go to your VPC. I'm pressing Control 3 to the next tab, and let's go to the NAT gateway here. I can see the NAT gateway here. Click on Action and delete the NAT gateway. Let's see whether it is dependent on some resource or not. If I can click on the Delete NAT gateway, it is deleting right now. It will take a couple of minutes to delete. So let's come back to the internet gateway. This is my internet gateway. Go to the action, then detach from the VPC. Once it will detached, so it says that network VPC this has some mapped public addresses. Please unmap those public address before detaching the gateway. That means we have already mapped this one on our route table, right? Go to your route table first. This is my public route table. Here is the route. Now I can edit this route and delete this one. Save this route. Similarly, we can do it for the private network also, private route table also. So this is already deleted, so that's why it can say the black hole. So this is one of the exam question. So if you can see there is a status called black hole, that means that NAT resource or that internet gateway has been already deleted. Okay, but anyhow, we're gonna just cancel this out and save this route table. And also we can delete this route table over here. Go to the action, delete the route table. Now my route table is deleted. Okay. So there is some API slowness. I can figure it out. Or cannot be deleted because these route table have association cannot be deletion. Okay. So the subnet association, let's deassociate from the subnet. So this is the subnet association. Then select all, again deselect all, save this one. Go to your private route table, do the same thing. Edit subnet association, select all, deselect all, then save it again. Then try to delete this one. Okay, now it is deleted. So go to your internet gateway and now try to delete this one. Detach from this VPC. It is successfully detached. Select this one, go to the action, then delete this internet gateway. Now my internet gateway is deleted. It needs some confirmation. Type delete over here and hit delete internet gateway, right? So let's again check the NAT gateway. It is already deleted, and we have subnets. So let's try to delete this subnet right now, both public and private subnet. Are you sure that you want to delete this subnet? Yes, I am sure. Delete this subnet right now. Now the subnet is deleted. So we have deleted the subnet route table, and then we have deleted the internet gateway. We have deleted the NAT gateway. One more thing, let's go to the elastic IP and delete that elastic IP, which have been associated with the NAT gateway. Okay, here is the Elastic IP. So this one was associated with NAT gateway, and let's release this IP address. Now this IP address has been deleted. So let's go back to the VPC again. Select this VPC and try to delete it right now. Now it can say that, are you sure you want to delete this VPC? Deleting this VPC will delete the subnet, the security group, network ACL, internet gateway, egress, internet gateway if you have, then route table, then network interface, then peering connection and endpoint. So few things we have already deleted, and remaining things it will delete it. So let's click on this, and now it is successfully deleted. Click on close. Now you can see you have only one VPC available. So as we mentioned in our list, here is the summary. In this section, we have edited the DNS resolution and the host name, and then we have cleaned up the VPC resource. So thank you for joining me in this video, guys. Let's catch up in the next video with the next tutorial. Thank you very much.